Good Monday evening and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Here are a few of the news stories we have coming up for you tonight. The city of Wenatchee has appointed 3 people to oversee the salaries of the mayor and city council members. The annual Wenatchee Wine and Food Festival is happening this weekend. We'll tell you more about that. And thanks to former Hurricane Hillary, our smoky sky should clear out tomorrow, leaving behind sunshine and mild temperatures. Major wildfires around the state and throughout the Northwest contributed to very unhealthy air quality all weekend and into today. Across Washington, health officials discouraged any outdoor activity and urged residents to protect themselves from damaging smoke. Long-burning wildfires like the Blue Lake and Sourdough fires were major contributors, but new large starts, including the Gray Fire outside Medical Lake, also burned thousands of acres. That fire is believed to have killed now 2 people. Locally, firefighters were able to put a stop to 2 new brush fires in rural areas. The Road L fire in eastern Douglas County was contained at 762 acres on Friday, and the Road E fire in Grant County was held to just 80 acres, briefly closing Highway 28 in the process. A head-on Highway 97 crash at Orondo injured 3 people on Friday night. The Washington State Patrol says 43-year-old Juan C. Ramirez Rodriguez of Orondo was northbound at the junction with Highway 2 about 9:50 p.m. when his Mercury sedan crossed the center line and struck the southbound GMC Sierra occupied by a Duval couple in their 60s. All 3 were transported to Confluence Health Hospital, and the intersection was partially blocked for about 3.5 hours. The cause of the crash is still under investigation. The city of Wenatchee has appointed 3 people to oversee the salaries of the mayor and city council members. Craig Larson with the Chelan-Douglas Port Authority, former Chelan PUD Human Resources Director Lorna Klemansky, and HR consultant Daryl Dickinson will form the city's new salary commission. The council created the body earlier this year to independently establish pay rates for elected officials. That means council members can no longer vote to change salary for themselves or their successors. The appointments were approved at last Thursday's city council meeting. The current pay rate for Wenatchee elected officials is $1,000 a month for council members and $8,500 a month for the mayor. Columbia Valley Community Health's new East Wenatchee Clinic will host a ribbon-cutting ceremony on Wednesday before officially opening on Monday, August 28th. The East Wenatchee Express Care Clinic that opened in 2012 demonstrated there was a bigger need for full primary clinic care. Now, the new East Wenatchee Clinic will provide medical, dental, and behavioral medicine services and the option for patients to now schedule appointments ahead of time with providers. The space will provide 10 additional medical providers as well as 2 dentists and 2 dental hygienists. The ribbon-cutting ceremony is scheduled for 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. For more information, visit the CVCH website. When we come back, the refurbished parking lot on the west side of Pybus Public Market opened for business on Friday, just in time for the Wenatchee Valley Farmers Market. North Central Washington Media Incorporated has just finalized the sale of 5 local newspapers to Ward Media LLC. And Visit Chelan County, a new stewardship and destination marketing organization, is hosting a survey as part of launching the Destination Stewardship Plan. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
We're turning up the heat with the hottest deals of the year. Right now, during the hot summer clearance sale, only at Click It RV. #1 in sales and service. The best RV brands. Over 1,000 to choose from. And the best deals of the year on remaining 2023 model year-end clearance with incredible 30% off. Brand new RVs discounted up to 30%. Save thousands. Plus, no payments until 2024. During the hot summer clearance sale, now only at Click It RV. 5 Superstore locations. Hurry in today.
Hi everybody, Dan Kuntz alongside Jesse Coble from Alpine Air. We're switching from the cold of winter to the heat of summer. That can put a lot of stress in your HVAC unit.
Yeah, it really can, Dan. I would recommend that you get a maintenance. It can catch any potential problems that you might have during the peak of summer. And it's just a good idea to do on all season changes.
Great idea, good advice. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air. For heat and air, call Alpine Air. Thanks, Jesse.
Thank you.
The refurbished parking lot on the west side of Pybus Public Market opened for business on Friday, just in time for the Wenatchee Valley Farmers Market one day later. The project resurfaced and leveled the parking area, which was originally built for industrial use back when the market building was an iron foundry. On Saturday, NCWLIFE's Dan Kuntz visited Farmers Market Manager Jessica Mayo, who says the new lot gives vendors more room to sell their wares.
This is the first year that we've ever done 3 rows in this parking lot, and so the hope is that we have extra parking right now and then we have more room to expand to. So we have I think we have 40 booths this morning, and so we could fit another probably 25. We have this drainage in the center. Farmers can just dump their water right into this. These pavers are like permeable, so it sinks down, separates everything bad out, sends it back into the water system. But nobody's fallen, which in our old parking lot, we had an average of about 1 a week. So yeah, this is just awesome.
NCW Media Inc. has just finalized the sale of 5 local newspapers to Ward Media, LLC. These small publications are the Cashmere Valley Record, Quad City Herald, the Wenatchee Business Journal, Lake Chelan Mirror, and the Leavenworth Echo. The owners of Ward Media, LLC, Terry Ward and Amy Yaley, have a background in community-centric journalism, and they say the purchase of these local publications marks a strategic move. As of now, Ward Media LLC plans to keep all existing staff and continue coverage at the 5 publications. For an August evening enjoying a wide variety of local wines and foods, don't miss the Wenatchee Wine and Food Festival coming up this Saturday. A variety of local restaurants and caterers will come together to pair their foods with a selection of craft beers, ales, ciders, and award-winning wine. Live music and prizes will also be available, and proceeds from the evening will benefit event partner the Wenatchee Valley Museum and Cultural Center. The festival will be held at the Town Toyota Center from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Visit Chelan County, a new stewardship and destination marketing organization, is hosting a survey as part of launching the Destination Stewardship Plan. That's a 10-year plan for promotion and development of the tourism sector. The online survey takes roughly 15 minutes to complete and is open through October 8th. It includes questions on the current state of tourism in Chelan County, how it personally affects the lives of local residents, and ideas for improvement. The survey is accessed through the association's website, visitchelancounty.com. Coming up next in tonight's feature story, not wind or heat could stop cafes' back-to-school event last Friday. We'll tell you more. The smoke and haze should clear out tomorrow, paving the way for warmer temperatures later this week. I'll have all the details in your complete North Central Washington weather forecast. That and much more still to come tonight. Please stay with us.
Pybus Public Market is on the move to make parking, dining, shopping, and events an even better experience for our community. Check out the progress that has already been made towards the revitalization. The West Side project is well on its way, but we need your help to get over the finish line. All donations are greatly appreciated and can be made online at our website or in person at the business office. We want to thank those who have already partnered with us. You are helping make the place we love a better place for our community to meet. Enjoy the sounds of summer from your very own pool and spa. Blue Lagoon is now scheduling pool installations for this summer. Call today to schedule a free consultation for a custom San Juan fiberglass pool. And let the experts at Blue Lagoon handle the construction, installation, and regular maintenance. Turn your boring backyard into vacation paradise this summer with industry-leading San Juan pool. No need to go off the deep end. Relax knowing you're in great hands with Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa.
Welcome back to the NCWLIFE Evening News. No wind or heat could stop Cafe's Back to School event last Friday. The celebration was put on at the Eastmont Community Park by the Recovery Navigators, a diversion program created by the nonprofit after the state Supreme Court's Blake decision that altered drug possession laws. The Recovery Navigators work with a wide variety of people to support them through struggles with drug abuse and mental health issues. The group began a specific focus on teens and began holding events for middle and high schoolers 6 months ago, this one with free food and backpacks filled with school supplies. In tonight's feature story, Recovery Navigator Francisco Jimenez spoke more about the work they do and what the program means to him.
I want to change what we once started, and I want to show them that if I could do it, they can do it. And I know that they're not always willing to listen to somebody with a badge or somebody with a degree. I don't have a degree in psychology, and I don't have a badge like an officer. I just know that I have the experience, and I have that care in the world, for them. I care about them, and that's what our team is made up of. Everyone in our team, we're 5 recovery navigators. Everyone has either experience in gangs or drug usage, so it's a lived experience that we offer. Given all we do, I did start considering the fact that I did not want to wait until everybody was addicted to something before helping them. So we created what we're doing now, which is a teen night event, and we help teenagers from the ages of 13 to 18 years old. We work with them to help prevent them from entering this lifestyle. Anyone who struggles with mental health or has issues at school or any kind of gang involvement or signs of drug usage or anything, parents reach out to us or students reach out to us, counselors, all kinds of people reach out to us to come help them. This right here gives them an opportunity to spend that energy and to something positive.
Whoa! Find out you're gonna strike out there!
If we can accept our teens in something positive and give them something to do and play sports, we do soccer, basketball, it lets them stay away from the negative and come spend time doing something positive. And at the same time, we're here to mentor and counsel and, just tutor. I can say that when we, out of the 30 teens that have been frequent in our program, we have 6 of them that already volunteer at Cafe, and they've helped us tutor little kids. We've seen a change in the lifestyle, and their parents just love it. So for me, that's the biggest outcome. It's 6 out of 30. So that's about 20% of our teams have started to change, and then the rest of them have been starting to bring in their friends. So for me, that's a success in itself.
Time now for a check of your North Central Washington weather forecast. Hope you had a great start to the week, and what we saw today is pretty much what we had all weekend long. Boy, it was ugly out there, wasn't it? Saturday and Sunday. Could have been very nice days, but with all that smoke, boy, it just was better to stay inside over the weekend. And today, here's downtown Wenatchee. This was from our Cascadian Sky-Fi Tower camera this afternoon. And yeah, the Cascades are back there somewhere, but this is what we've been dealing with for about the last 3 days. Wenatchee air quality at last check was around 233 in a very unhealthy category, but even worse, Leavenworth, 279 this afternoon, 239 up in Omak, and a little bit better to our east, Quincy, around that 170 mark this afternoon. So I think one more day to deal with this, and then the smoke should kind of subside tomorrow. We'll tell you why coming up in a bit. But today's high temperature, it was a cool one. We should have got into the low 80s, but with the smoke, 77 unofficially our high today. 8 degrees below where we should be for this time of year. 85 now is our normal high. Record high 100 set back in 2005. And boy, a lot cooler than we've seen with lows beginning over the weekend too. 57 this morning. That's below our normal of 60 where we should be for this time of year. And our record low 46 set back in 1960. Sunrise 6:05 now, and sunset is at 8:02. All right, let's get you into those Tuesday temperatures. And going to be a lot like today. Mainly, the smoke will be around and slowly dissipate throughout the afternoon. 78 in Moses Lake and Ephrata, 79 in Quincy. A little bit warmer for Wenatchee tomorrow at 80 degrees. Also Eniat and Chelan. Omak, the warm spot at 81. Lake Wenatchee, not too bad tomorrow with an afternoon high temperature of 76. All right, tonight we do expect more widespread smoke, and it is really coming at us from the north and northwest. We will see mainly clear skies on top of that smoke. Low temperatures tonight around that 60-degree mark. And then as we get you into Tuesday, mostly sunny, south winds. Thanks to what was Hurricane Hillary, it's going to bring those winds up from the south and even the southeast tomorrow, and that should clear out most of that smoke by afternoon. We're looking at moderate air quality tomorrow, high temperatures near 80. That'll be on Wednesday with sunny skies and mild temperatures. Smoke really won't be a factor as we get into the middle and end of the week. We're keeping our fingers crossed that that'll be the case anyway. For Thursday, sunny skies, a little area of low pressure beginning to develop out in the Pacific, but boy, we're going to begin a warm up. Highs in the mid 80s as we get you into Thursday, and it'll be all over eastern and north central Washington. Very nice weather at the end of the week. By Friday, there is an area of low pressure that could drag a little bit moisture our way. We're going to hold about a 20 to 30% chance of rain on Friday, but our warm up will continue with high temperatures at the end of the week into the upper 80s, and then a nice warm weekend ahead. On Saturday, area of low pressure will bring all of that warmth right into the Pacific Northwest. We're talking highs Saturday near 90 degrees. Should be good air quality this weekend. And by Sunday, not much change. We'll see mostly sunny skies, unseasonably warm temperatures with clearing all over the west. High temperatures for us on Sunday afternoon into those low 90s. So yeah, the warm up is back as we get into the end of our forecast. Poor air tonight, hazy skies, 83 degrees was our supposed high today. Not going to get there. 80 degrees for tomorrow. Mostly sunny skies. A south wind will really help us degrade some of this smoky air. 79 Wednesday, a couple of really nice days. Wednesday and Thursday, sunshine, and 85 Friday, or Thursday rather. Partly cloudy with just a chance for some shower activity on Friday, and 88. And then for the upcoming weekend, boy, it looks beautiful. Sunny to mostly sunny skies Saturday and Sunday. 90 your high on Saturday, and 92 coming up for you on Sunday. And that's a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCW Life Evening News continues right after this.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Continental Surf Cup at Lakeside Surf. Oh my gosh. Surf Cup.
I have no idea what I'm doing. That's why we need you. We need people to run camera so I can get back down on the broadcast and talk about what's going on. We pay $75 per event. If it's sports, if it's a parade, if it's Apple Blossom, if it's the Super Oval, $75. If that sounds like some extra good money for you, we'd love you to be part of our team. All you have to do is email me, sports@ncwlife.com. sports@ncwlife.com. In the meantime, I gotta go figure out this camera. Well, don't look now, but the Mariners are in the hunt to take over the top spot in the American League West. After sweeping Houston in a 3-game weekend series and winning for the 6th time in a row, Seattle's just 3 games back of first place Texas in the division. How about that? Seattle's 7-6 win was not an easy one for the Mariners as they staked a 6-0 lead but had to depend on the bullpen after Emerson Hancock left the game with a shoulder strain after just 2 innings. It was back and forth from there.
Teo 3 for 5. Had a couple of really good at-bats yesterday. There's the ball getting away, and Julio's going to score, and the Mariners have a 1-0 lead. 2 out, 2 on. Canzone rips it. Right field. Teo's coming around to score. Mike Ford motoring to third. Digging for second. RBI double. Dom Canzone, a 2-0 Seattle lead.
Especially runners on base.
Gino, high fly ball, left field destined for and landing in the Crawford boxes. Goodness gracious. Gino's 18th home run, RBI total now to 78, one behind Julio. And early scoring here again by the Mariners.
So you can take off here.
And off the glove of Bregman. Canzone scores. Rojas right behind him. O'Keefe the second. Two-run double. Mariner lead now 6-0. Impressive. 1-1. Past the diving Rojas. Scoring is Pena. Altuve Tritone. Two-run single for Yordan Alvarez.
Through the roof on that first start you make, and
slicing drive down into the corner off the bat of Diaz. Bregman scores. Yordan Alvarez will be held at third. RBI double for Yainer Diaz. Speed dial. Breaking ball. Lit into left field. That's going to put two more on the board. Mauricio Dubon with a two-run double. And man, is this gap closed. Got a one-run game. The Mariners had a 6-0 lead. And it's down to one now. Runners at the corners. And the other way through a wide-open right side. Mariners have a 7-5 lead. Dylan Moore checking in with a base hit. Big spot right here. 2-2 pitch. To the gap in right center and hit a long way. Teo going back. It's off the base of the fence and it's scrambling around. Bregman digging for third. He had his eye on it. Here's the throw. It will not be in time. Alex Bregman with his third triple of the season makes this a one-run ball game here in the sixth. Game on the line. 2 outs. 7-6 Mariners here in Houston. Spire. Fly ball. Center field. Julio has it measured. Julio's there. Makes the catch.
Both Dominic Canzone and Dylan Moore had 4 hits in yesterday's game, while Eugenio Suarez went deep. Matt Brash picked up his 9th win of the season in relief. And if you haven't been paying attention, Julio Rodriguez is absolutely on fire right now. In his 7-game road trip, by the way, he's 21 for 37, 7 runs, 12 RBIs, 2 home runs. That's a .568 batting average over that span. Seattle's in Chicago to begin a 3-game series with the White Sox. That game is underway on Root Sports Northwest. How about those Mariners? Milwaukee completed a 3-game sweep of Texas Sunday with a 6-2 win. Rangers remain at 72 and 52, 2.5 games in front of Houston, and now just 3 games in front of Seattle. LA remains in 4th place after dropping 2 of 3 to Tampa Bay over the weekend. Baltimore swept Oakland, finishing with a 12-1 win yesterday. Seattle jumped ahead of Toronto into 3rd for the wild card spot, the playoff spot that is, with a weekend sweep. The Blue Jays remain a half game back of the Mariners after a 10-3 win over Cincinnati on Sunday. Boston swept the Yankees with Sunday's 6-5 win to remain 3 games back of Seattle. The Angels moved ahead of New York and are 8.5 games behind in that chase for the wild card playoffs. Well, the Seahawks are 2-0 on the preseason after a win over Dallas on Saturday in Seattle. DJ Dallas and so Roderick Thompson each had a rushing touchdown. Seattle beat the Cowboys 22-14. Coach Pete Carroll happy to see the Seahawks fly around and tackle better, that is, throughout Saturday's game, which also saw some first stringers see some playing time.
Really pleased with the overall feeling of the game from start to finish. And we got our ones a little bit of work. Selective ones played on both sides of the ball and got enough to just get them out there. It's really what we wanted to get done tonight. Starts with Gino getting some snaps and the O-line and all that. So that approach seemed to work out okay. It's a long night for the twos, man, once they get going, though. It's so really hats off to those guys. That's 2 big games those guys have played back-to-back and done a nice job all the way through the finish, which was cool. Both Gino and Drew were 5 for 6. They popped the ball around pretty good. Both looked in command, had no problems at any time, really. I wish Gino would, we could have connected on the slant we threw to Derek. But other than that, it was a really clean night for those guys. And I thought Holton was a freaking blast watching him play. Man, this guy's a fun football player, and he's tough and he's scrappy. He comes up with the throws. He threw a great fade ball that we didn't handle right, but. I mean, he knows how to finish games, so that was really fun watching him play. Tyjon looked good tonight. I thought he had a nice game. Some guys, so the younger guys, did some cool things, and Tariq Smith had a really nice game on his side, on the defensive side, 8 tackles and the big sack at the end. Both the last 2 weeks, to finish on defense with chasing the quarterback and getting him knocked down and all that, making the big sack to win the game. I think it's just the feeling of how you finish, and so I was pleased with that, just kind of in a general sense.
Seattle's one preseason game left. That'll be this Saturday when they head for Green Bay to face the Packers at 10 o'clock in the morning on King 5. Well, we think they're still picking up the shards of fiberglass today at Wenatchee Valley Super Oval after the Bump to Pass boat race destruction event on Saturday. Before all the carnage of boats being destroyed in the final race of the night, 64-year-old Garrett Evans showed he still got it with a win in the main event of the Rockstar Energy B-Mods. He edged Colby Holiday and Donovan Stevens for the win. There was a new face atop the podium in the Plum Perfect Roadrunners main event. East Wenatchee's Wallace Baker picked up the win, while Carnation's Sage Frazier was second, followed by Wenatchee's Bill Holbrook. Penticton, BC's Rick Taylor won the visiting AMCA Bandit Dwarf Car class main event. Marysville's Darrell Knudsen was second, followed by Kingston's Cameron Stark in third. Soap Lake's Layla Arneson grabbed the checkered flag in the Zero Handicap Youth Roadrunner main event Saturday. Second place went to Marysville's Preston Brandt, while Sela's Bailey Denton was third. The Johnson Electric Bump to Pass main event victory went to James Cotter of Priest River, Idaho. Malaga's Josh Musgrove was second, while Auburn's Tony Timlick finished in third. The Super Oval off until September 9th, when they'll host the Pepsi Mod Mayhem and Fireworks Night. Racing will feature the B-Mods, Roadrunners, Vintage Modifieds, and wrap up with a big fireworks show. Go to WVSO.com for more information and for tickets. That's a look at sports news. Have a happy Monday.
On the next edition of Wake Up Wenatchee Valley, we welcome a brand new school year with a brand new superintendent of the Wenatchee School District. Corey Callahar will be joining me. We're talking all things Wenatchee School District, and we're kicking off a new year with excitement and mirth.
Absolutely. We are super excited to have all of our students return. We've had our teachers come back. We've had all of our buildings are ready. They're spotless. Our buses are pumped. We just need the kids. So we're excited to see you on the 29th, and thank you for sharing your children with us.
And he shaved. Last time I saw you, you had a little thing going on there.
Yeah, we're
I
trying
need
to work
to shave
on it
too. I need to get a haircut as well. On the next edition of Wake Up Wenatchee Valley.
And that will do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around North Central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at NCWLIFE.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-6295. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks so much for being with us, and have a great night.